Hey guys, what's going on? We're back, Third Street Reactions. I'm Shane.
Zakk.
And we're back here with Arcane. Loving this show so far. So, season 1, episode 2, obviously there's only one season, even though another one's been confirmed. Last time, what happened?
Well, we had the kids terrassing around in the first world.
Yeah.
And they have their little underworld there, and where the bartender kind of keeps tabs on most people in his little world.
Yeah, you're talking about Short Man or Little Man?
No,
Little Man's the guy.
I'm talking about the bartender, the fucking bartender.
The fat guy.
No! The bartender, the guy that is their boss.
Vander?
Yeah.
Okay.
Him.
When the enforcers come to talk to him to say, hey, listen, you need to give someone up.
Yeah.
The fat guy was there too?
Yeah. He was the guy that ran the shop.
Okay.
Which we thought was going to be Little Man.
Okay.
Like a misnomer.
Okay. And then we had that one enforcer go down, try to tear shit up and act, kind of flex on them.
Yeah.
But there was, they had an arrangement. It was a delicate...
between the leader of the enforcers and Vander.
And it's probably like they're both trying to keep the peace.
But there's outside elements to that because the one enforcer, the one guy...
He's a young, ambitious guy.
Yeah, he's kind of like...
He's got a little hard on.
Playing the game's got a hard on.
Yeah,
and
but...
you got the guy with the glass eye on the other side of things.
Well, he's like in the middle.
Playing his own game.
Yeah.
So like you have Vander and the leader of the enforcers, the woman, I can't remember her name. She's from the Expanse.
Yeah, they're both here and here.
They're both here and here. At the head, they're the figurative heads of both sides.
Yeah.
Of what we're seeing anyway. And then you have the glass eye man, Vander's side.
Who got the kid to take...
left hand or right hand was Vander. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But, okay, glass eye man is on Vander's side. He's like taking advantage of the down and outs and shit like that. And you have the other enforcer guy behind the woman who's kind of trying to climb the ladder.
Because obviously when I edit these things, I got to watch them again. Yeah. That kid, like, he's not just like a piece of shit. Like, he believes that the underworld, that they're doing crimes. And he's like, don't you know these guys are all committing crimes? Yeah. He's naive, and he's got a really black and white way of looking at the world. Yeah. But I thought he was just this little piece of shit. He's definitely just kind of like the guy who's the assistant of the dean. When he narked out the kid, I can't remember his name now. The guy who he's a low family. He was saved in the very beginning by magic. The guy thought he was a little douche, but he actually was someone who started out in the Undercity too, and he worked his way up. So yeah, there's a lot of like nuance to these characters, and I really love it. And I love in this world, there's like obviously the dean is some animal.
How old are you, my boy?
What's it called? When you talk and you're an animal, it's like a word.
Anthropomorphic?
Anthropomorphic, yes. I grew up playing Final Fantasy. I know Final Fantasy isn't the first one to do it or the know-all-be-all, but it's what reminds me.
They made a name for themselves for it.
Yeah, they remind me of it. Like Moogles and weird little characters we have in Final Fantasy. That being said, no, this world is its own world. It's great. I haven't played League of Legends. I did look. It's called a MOBA, which I can't remember what that stands for. But there's also a League of Legends.
MOBA?
It takes place in the League of Legends universe. They've released like an action RPG type thing that is not an online game. They just released it. It takes place in that universe. So that'd be something that like I'd be more interested in because MOBA is like a massive online something. It's an online game.
Okay.
Which I don't dislike online games. I just don't play them.
Yeah.
That being said, we're going to jump into this one now.
Yeah, I never noticed there was the two sisters.
You just have now enlightened me. I didn't know.
Ever wonder what it's like to drown?
Prestige, tell you all about it.
There's peace in water.
Prestige, motherfucker.
And it's raging. Lighting every nerve with madness. To fight. To survive. It changes you forever. For that, I thank you. Old friend.
I bet it's Vander.
It looks like him.
It does.
Old friend.
Vander?
We don't have much time.
How did you find me?
I'm proud of you. Always have been.
I'm sorry. This is the only way to protect the others.
Protect the family.
What are you... No!
You're right. Turning himself in.
That's for me. I'm not putting you away, Vander.
The council needs its pound of flesh.
Without you down here, it all falls apart.
Benzo will handle things. And he may not have my devilish charm, but he runs a tight ship.
Oh shit. Oh, it's probably that kid. The monster.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
man,
fuck!
I like that lady.
No. Silco, you animal. Don't fall back into whatever hole you came out of! Vander, stay back!
You never did know when to walk away.
Wait!
This wasn't the deal! Deals change.
He altered it. Once you start altering deals, you're a whole another level villain.
Dragging him by his hair. Did you get fucking Judas?
I saw everything. Benzo, they...
What about Vander?
They took him.
The kid was still alive.
It's a little crude, I'll admit. The base violence necessary for change. But we both know Topside won't listen to anything else.
You'll get people killed. And for what? Pride?
For respect.
You had my respect.
We shared a vision, Vander. A dream of freedom. I trusted you.
Help me right.
And you betrayed me.
Jesus. You're hard to get away from that guy.
What I did to you, I've never forgiven myself. You are my brother.
Can you imagine what it's like? When your blood mixes with the filth and the river toxins eat through your nerves. Oh, I hated you for what you'd done. I hated you, but you kept my respect.
Like Bill the Butcher.
Until you made
It tore him apart.
We're not doing this alone, Vi. He's our father, too.
I need you to sit this one out, Powder.
What?
It's too dangerous.
But families stick together, you said it yourself.
I know what I said.
I want to fight, I can help.
You're not ready.
Better stay there.
And now she will.
Hopefully she'll come save the day with her little bombs.
I doubt that.
It's all here.
Think so?
Yeah.
Hope this works.
I don't know what the fuck this is.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Blue crystal shit.
Look at the buildup!
The resonance will stabilize it. Trust me.
Hey, you seen this?
She's losing her shit.
She's going a little crazy, but...
Like, ridiculously crazy.
Oh, God. She's gonna have an apostrophe.
I can help them.
God damn it. Kid.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Shut her off, dude.
incredible.
So it worked?
I don't know what the fuck worked means.
Can I study that in college?
No. I want to make a machine that runs on gears and hydraulics and diesel fuel.
That is the diesel fuel of this world.
I don't think so. It's like up and coming.
All these guys drive around with those in their trucks.
Shit.
Fine. What are you doing here?
We're breaking you out.
You don't have to do this.
Yes, I do.
Fine.
I think she'll help initially. But there's going to be some kind of
Something's gonna...
divide. Something's going to happen. There's a Dave Bautista. Not fat. Dave Bautista's not fat, but you know what I mean. Fucking nose ring makes me want to punch somebody. Yes!
Oh!
Nice! Fuck that bastard.
Dude, what are those things?
I don't know, but they're awesome. Iron fists instead of iron boots.
Great looking fight.
It is.
You get the camera following her.
It's great.
Good job.
We're gonna get you out.
The hits, you feel the hits. Look at that douchebag licking his knife.
Oh, that was great. That was good.
Great.
That was
the
some
fighting
good.
in this is awesome.
That's some good. Yep.
Fuck.
Dude, he'd crush her immediately.
Fight!
It's intense.
Yeah, it is.
God damn.
Frankly, that he could have ran the whole time, but still, it was, it was a great scene.
I guess it's just to be kind of
like
a build up.
Like I know what you did last Summer Killer, just walking after you like Vader. They're still coming through. Showing the guy, it's definitely gonna work now.
Yep.
Oh, whoa.
What's that prove?
This is not what Piltover's future looks like, my dear boys.
That's for the council to decide. Perhaps it's time for the era of magic.
She got the nails in there. Hitting it. Opens them, fuck, you know, both to the door. Oh, shit!
Oh, farm! Yeah.
Oh, I love that creepy guy.
Fuck that guy. He sucks. Showing all the effects. Oh no!
Fuck!
God damn it! No! Well, I didn't care about that kid. But, but the other kids.
Jesus, dude.
Damn.
Is there water down there?
I'm guessing. Damn.
No way, she's dead, right?
She can't be dead. This douchebag. Vander's gonna have his moment. Yes. Hate that. Seeing a man give his all, being broken down.
Day 2.
And I don't blame the guy.
I don't blame
Vander.
Silco.
Yeah.
But it's just an unfortunate situation for everybody.
Yeah.
I knew you still had it in you.
Fucking like Harrison Ford. Maybe he's gonna turn into Super Shredder. It's on the ooze.
Find the girl.
He's not dead yet, Zakk. Fucking turn into Steve Nash. Why is he so committed to his cause?
He's a fucking kid.
I've never been committed to anything.
You got it.
He's
He's like, oh fuck.
He's oh.
Take care of Powder.
Oh, man. I love the combination of CG and...
It's very, very good, yeah.
It worked! Did you see me? My monkey bomb finally worked!
Couldn't blame her sister for it.
You did this? Why did you do this?
I did. I was saving you. I only wanted to help. I only wanted to help.
I told you to stay away!
No! Why did you leave me?
Because you're a jinx! Do you hear me? Milo was right!
No! Violet, please! I need you, please!
Oh, come on.
He's not gonna kill her.
Fucking pull.
He's gonna
fucking
He's gonna
Kovu.
recruit her.
Yeah, he's gonna pull a Kovu. Lanking too. No! Come on.
I'll kill you if he hears you.
Don't do it now, man.
That's what she gets for leaving her fucking sister. It's on her.
She left me?
Yep. That's how a little kid would feel.
She is not my sister anymore.
That's a little fast.
That's how a little kid would feel.
It's okay.
It's kind of like what Vander did to him, except, well, not exactly, but they might feel it the same way, you know?
Yeah.
We will show them all.
Oh, God.
I understand. It's on her sister, not her.
I think her sister just, like, walked away from her, right?
Her sister walked away from her. Her sister was the older one and should have shown some fucking maturity. She left her.
Well, she like,
didn't think of the consequences, which they're both young.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's more on her sister than her.
Well, definitely, but I took it as she was taking a time out, not that she was leaving forever. And then,
Well, you would because you're an adult.
Yeah. So, like, I don't look at her sister and go, "You're terrible for leaving her." I look at her as like, "Well, I think."
No, I would think you fucked up. You're the one that fucked up because your kid, sister, is not going to have the maturity and the understanding that you do. You're the one that fucked up and left your sister there. That was our reaction. Now we're going to talk about it.
So I'm not really reading the comments because I don't want to get spoiled, but
it was intense.
I was notified that season 3 is intense.
Season 3?
I mean, episode 3 is intense.
Oh, okay. I was like season 3.
And even knowing that, it was still very intense.
It was very intense. I didn't read that much into it to catch that this episode was the kind of one of the higher points. But yeah, no, it was intense as hell. A lot of crazy shit happened. There was a big showdown.
The big, I mean, yeah.
Between Silco and Vander.
And I don't know exactly why Vander did what he did. Maybe Silco was being... Maybe he was being kind of like a zealot about his rebellion against Topside.
Well, I think Vander...
But at that time, Vander... he was... I'm trying to think of how, when he led those people across the bridge and got their parents killed. Like, how long ago was that in particular? Like 5 years?
Well, compared to what happened with him and Silco.
Yeah. Maybe that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And the bridge thing was 5 years ago.
Or vice versa.
Well, because Vi, she's probably like 14. And, and I don't think we can go back 10 years for her. But either way, I get Silco. Like, I would want revenge too.
Well, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be...
buddy in the cause.
I don't...
tries to drown your ass. And you cut him to get away. And you got his knife and get the fuck away. Yeah.
Yeah, I get him. I do. And he's actually pretty cool. Like he
is. I like him a lot.
He sounds cool. I get him. I mean, he says cool shit.
He's like the Mr. Glass. He's like the guy that's like the brains.
Yeah, he's not a warrior.
The brains and not the brawn.
Yeah, he's not a warrior, but he inspires people, obviously.
Yeah.
And just the thing he said to the kid in the second episode, take that vial.
We'll show them.
Yeah. Yeah, that, and in the second episode, he says for the kid to take the vial. Oh. He says there's a monster in all of us, and if you want power, you got to take it. And I don't think it would be as simple as that for me to just fucking shotgun that thing.
You didn't have that life that kid had, though.
No, of course. Yeah, I mean, he's shitty for... he's antagonist. I don't like him, but there's a reason why he's that way. It's because he was born on the bottom, and he probably had shitty parents, and... Yeah. So I get this struggle, all these people underneath. Like, I buy it all. It's great. But Vander, he realizes... Man, that was sad. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, he just realizes that, that's...
Well, he's trying to play the middle ground. He's trying to keep the status quo.
Well, I think he realized that violence just didn't work. It begat violence.
Well, he's living in a shit sandwich, and he's in the middle.
Yeah.
And it's a time of change, and people like that get stuck in the middle of that. So I don't think he was right in the sense that it would have worked in the end, but I think he was right in the sense of how people should be.
Yeah, you're right.
So he understands that this isn't the answer, none of this is the answer, but he can't help the circumstances, and he gets fucked in the end because he was willing to take a stand because he's making the best of what he has.
And now he's got his kids to protect, and it just changes.
The kids.
Like Mel Gibson, the Patriot.
Well, his actions led to consequences that landed him with those kids.
Yeah.
So he can't say that they're his kids and he had them.
Yeah, but I think that just reinforced his, I'll say passive viewpoint, but... Like, it reinforced, like, okay, I got these kids' parents killed.
I would say that his past caught up with him.
Yeah.
That's all you can say for his character. His past caught up with him. He led an extremist side for a little while, and he had compatriots that were like Silco.
Yeah.
That his actions and everything caught up to him in the end, but the kids got caught up in it too.
Yeah.
So, it's not like black and white. It's a fucking gray area that he's stuck in the middle between the black and white.
God, man, I wish those kids didn't steal those crystals.
Well, when they're living a life like that, they're going to be encouraged to prove themselves to their father figure or whatever, what have you.
What the show has really showed is just like you live, like that great Al Pacino speech, like you live a life of inches, right? Like, you leave work a minute later or a minute earlier, you get killed by, you get hit by a car. So when you watch these first 3 episodes, you see where every little thing tied into each other and fucked everything up for everyone.
Yeah.
And if you took one component out, then the circle would have been broken and nothing would have been fucked up for anybody.
Yeah.
And it's just
the only people that worked out for were the scientists.
Yeah, and Silco.
Well, Silco, yeah. So
even him, he sustained some losses, and I didn't.
Well, he did, but they're like minions to him. It's not like he's set back entirely because he's in kind of the forefront of a cause for the lanes.
Yeah.
So he's going to be kind of the new figurehead because Vander's gone now, and Benzo's gone.
Good old Benzo. I want a Benzo spinoff. It's about him.
Benzo and Vander are gone, so now it just leaves Silco. So Silco's going to be kind of the
he's going to fill in the power vacuum.
Oh, the power vacuum.
Yeah.
And Vi, she fucked up. She's the older sibling. She should have been there for her sister. She's being emotional, but she should have been the one that... Between the two being emotional, she should have been the one that knew better.
No, you're right.
So she should have been there for her sister because she was feeling the way she was and people were dying.
Yeah, her brothers were killed.
I don't hold completely against her.
Yeah.
But between the two, it's on her. And people that put it on powder are so full of themselves they have their heads up their ass because they don't have kids or they don't understand the age difference and the maturity level that can be so significant between those 2 years.
Well, if it's black and white, I'd definitely say you put it on Vi. But I guess I would just say they're both to blame.
It is black and white at that age. It is. Well, no matter how you fucking look at it, no matter who you are, the maturity level between that age group is so drastic.
Yeah.
That you can't make any other decision unless you're just completely ignorant of the fact.
No, yeah, I guess I'm saying it from their age. But as an adult, I'm looking at, you're just coloring them.
As an adult, as a parent, I can look at kids and say, well, you're the older one, you're at fault, because you should know better. You are the older one, you are more mature. And I say that every fucking time. No, the younger kid does not have the understanding, it's crazy.
Yeah.
The level of maturity difference there is in understanding between a few years in kids.
No, it definitely is.
And...
it was unfortunate because...
Well, it sucks. It does suck.
Because a lot of she wanted to prove herself because a lot of, how she was feeling being the youngest in the group and constantly coming short.
Yeah.
So, and that made her disobey her sister.
Yeah.
But her sister had the right call. Said, stay here. It's not your, you're not ready and you'll get killed.
Well, her sister was making it because of an emotional decision. She didn't want anything to happen to her sister because of everything that was happening with Vander and everyone else. It was like a support group. Like, you don't want this last little facet of your life to be lost to you. See, you want to protect something that was to you.
Yeah, I guess I felt it was also because she saw what that thing did to Benzo and Vander. That she had that look of horror, like you can't help with this because we might die. That's how I kind of took it personally.
Well, that she wanted to keep her safe.
Yeah, ultimately she wanted to keep her safe. And the idea of, I guess, that dirty river, you know what I mean?
Well, the times.
Yeah, the idea that water mixing in with the wound on his eye, must have stung.
Like driving him fucking nuts. Being betrayed and all this shit. Yeah.
He was talking about the crudeness of the violence that's necessary for change, but lots of times we've seen in real life that violence begets violence. I get that, and it's never a good thing.
His relationship with Vander reminded me of Bill the Butcher and the Priest.
Yeah.
Because of his eye.
You're right.
And all that shit. He stabs the priest to kill him.
Yeah, you're right.
It's nuts. But
I feel like they had even more kind of love and respect. They had just one thing that divided them. And it was so big, though.
Priest, you mean?
Priest and Bill. Priest and Bill, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like these guys didn't as...
Well, they definitely had a common cause.
They did at one point, for sure. Yeah.
And Bill and the priest, they grew up on the streets. It kind of seems like that their religion divided them.
Yeah.
And they're probably race too, because Bill is a pretty racist guy.
Yeah.
And priest was probably too. So it goes both ways.
You might have. Back then, everyone probably was.
Yeah. And so, let's say it reminded me of that.
Yeah. So. Nation of Zon. I don't think that doesn't sound familiar.
No, not to me, and I don't know much about this universe.
Yeah, but
something Silco said though, you'll die for the cause, but you won't fight for one.
Yeah,
it reminds me of it, kind of like you'll take a stand, but you won't die for one, kind of thing. Kind of like you're.
But yeah, but it's almost reverse though, because you'll die, but you won't fight. But this, most people they stand, but they won't go all the way. He'll go all the way, but he won't fight.
Yeah, I guess you can say like.
But I get it.
There's some people though that are more genetically endowed. Like if you just take the basic premise of Vander and Silco, Silco's like a little guy.
Yeah, he's got a disadvantage in that kind of world.
Yeah, and excuse me, Vander is a beefy fucking guy. So he'd be like the alpha male leader of the group.
Yeah,
and Silco couldn't be that. He'd be like Scar and fucking Mufasa.
Yeah,
and.
Shallow into the gene pool.
Yeah, so I
He's
mean,
lying to talk about genetics.
You can see where their strengths will play out to their genetic endowment. One is he has no choice. You know, you could say Silco could be brave and he can just go die for his cause, but if you want to live and fight for your cause, which both of them did,
you'll do it.
But Vander had the prowess, the physical prowess to be the guy with the fucking iron gloves beating people down. Yeah. And Silco had to be like, oh, I can't be that guy.
Yeah, you're right. So he was playing to they play to their strengths.
Yeah. And so I don't blame either of them for that.
Yeah,
and
no, it was a great little bit you get from their history, and just I get it. Like I don't really blame Silco at all. I really don't.
I don't.
It's just unfortunate for everybody.
It's tragic. It's very tragic.
Yeah, because these kids are paying now for their fucking.
Well, the kids are picking up.
When they were younger.
The kids are picking up an old man's war.
Yeah,
they're picking up a war that was fought between their elders, and now they're taking up the cause. Just like now.
Yeah.
Everyone takes up the cause of their forefathers.
Yeah.
It's the reason the world is the way it is.
Yeah, so, and just that scene when the Hex Tech blue crystal things, and that was just so amazingly, dramatically well done.
It was very well shot, the way it kept re-showing the effects on every group involved. How it killed the other members of the group, Milo and Clanger.
Yeah, that was... I was really shocked. Yeah, I think it's Clanger. Yeah. Got them both, and I was shocked.
Well, I can see now why it affected the older sister so much. She's coming to that age.
Well, she saw it, too, I think.
Yeah.
She saw
it's also her close group of friends versus just, like, her family.
Well, I think,
and, like, see, you have, like, your family, which there's always a separation there. Like, it's her little sister versus her close friends.
Yeah, I guess I felt like they were all like kind of like my friend group growing up. They were like family.
Yeah, but at the same time, I could see the difference because she's looking out for her little sister, whereas the rest of the group's like, hey, she's a burden. Yeah, you know, she's not really helping the group in any of our endeavors. Yeah. So,
and just when it showed that as a slow motion stuff, man, like it. Yeah, it really got me. Like when she obviously saw them dead on the ground, and then she saw Vander. You know what I mean? And then when Vander saw her flipping out because she was fucking obviously in pain. Dude, that scene when she was on that catwalk, unlike Star Wars, actually just like Star Wars, something bad happened on the catwalk. Yeah. But the fight was great when she had on those. What are those called?
The gauntlets.
Whatever.
She's throwing down with all the minions.
I wonder what that does. I wonder if, like, when you punch, it just does, like, an extra, like...
maybe. But
I don't think it's just heavy. I think it'd just be cumbersome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For anyone else other than Vander.
Yeah, it's gotta be... There's some trick to it. Yeah. But whatever it is, that was a great fucking scene, a fight choreography.
It's like an impact glove. Like an impact wrench. We in the automotive world, or whatever, have you, there's an impact wrench where it's like... It adds, like, a torque to the wrenching factor, you might say. Mm-hmm. You have a normal wrench, and you have this thing that battery or air powered, but it causes an impact and a hit. It constantly does that. So it'd be kind of like you said, like when you hit, there could be like a recoil,
like that,
and a spring action,
like fucking
beat
your kiddo.
Yeah. So
made a bunch of great references in this.
Yeah.
Steve Nash, one of us.
Steve Nash, those are great. And he did. Yeah, he did turn into Steve Nash.
I was kind of kidding, and then I started feeling like I think he's going to. And
he had to have compared with him laying there with all the vials. It made sense.
Part of me thought like, well, he had his great moment. Maybe they should let him go.
But he was also mortally wounded.
Yeah, but I thought like in terms of the storytelling, I thought like maybe you should just let him go. But then it proved me wrong, and it had another great story moment.
It did.
When I was looking up the voices, there was like young Vi and young Powder. So I guess there's at one point, and it might be now, there's a time jump.
Yeah.
So which I wonder what that world's going to look like. It's just a great chance to do a soft reboot of the world, though, and show like how Hex Tech has completely changed the world, and I wonder if it even affects the guys.
For Piltover versus the lanes.
Yeah, what if
Powder now will be on the extremist end?
Yeah.
Versus Vi, who's on the moderate end.
Or you think Vi is going to be kicked onto the other side of the war now and be sister against sister or some shit?
I think she's going to be more like the Vander. You think? And that Powder is going to be more obviously like Silco.
That's a terrible thing because she's like the young, sweet girl.
So Vi's going to be kind of the more trying to keep a balance where she has more of an understanding in between the two worlds versus Powder now, who's been abandoned perceivably by her sister.
Yeah,
and
it's unfortunate because
pain and death and damage.
It's a terrible thing.
It's. I see both sisters' vantage points, and I get it.
Yeah,
and it sucks.
Silco.
It's a shitty situation.
It's weird because I want to blame Silco, but like
you can't.
The show's done such a good job making.
You can't blame Silco
I would definitely.
Entirely.
I don't know if I'd be killing kids or whatever, making kids take fucking shotgunning fucking Shimmer, whatever they call it, starting with Steve Nash.
Yeah.
But I'd be out for blood for sure. I completely understand him. So
you'd have to grow up in that kind of world to understand like why the certain worlds and certain scenarios call for child soldiers and shit like that. Like on the first world perspective, we look at places like Africa. It's like child soldiers are like fucking horrific things that should never happen.
Blood Diamond, man.
But you don't understand that world and why it is the way it is because we didn't grow up that way.
Yeah, we just. Yeah, I get you.
We have no room for judgment.
No, for sure. Yeah, he altered the deal with that guy. I mean, I feel like obviously that guy wouldn't. He made some kind of a deal to fuck over Vander, but he didn't intend for everyone to get killed.
Yeah.
He's trying to do the right thing now, but him doing the right thing ended up screwing Powder because it's just all this unfortunate stuff with all these people with different motivations.
A lot of bad timing.
Bad timing is a perfect way to end this. We're ending this right now before we go on. It's very bad timing.
All right. Thanks everyone for tuning in. If you like what you saw here, you can like and you can subscribe. You'll find us on Instagram. You'll find us on Twitter. You can comment down below. Let us know what you think. Bad or good, we take all entries. Some might get deleted because I don't delete them.